You're listening to the Watercooler Edit with Rich and Eman.
And we're back with another episode of the Watercooler Edit with mybayut, hosted by myself, Eman and Richard.
Hey, how are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Excellent. I'm doing good. I'm looking forward to what we're going to talk about today, hey?
So this is actually a topic that Richard has chosen. So I think it's only fair for Richard to introduce it.
We're going to talk about workshops, which sounds really, really boring, but it's not, because we're going to talk about fun workshops.
Yes.
Not the workshops that they send you on when you're at work. We're talking about we're talking about stuff you can actually do for fun in your leisure time.
Yes.
Like, you know, you can, there's so many of them now in Dubai, you know, like from candle making, soap making, chocolate bar making. I won't give it all away, but we're talking those kind of workshops.
And it's a great way for you to upskill. So I'm really excited to discuss everything that we're going to talk about. So let's get into it and let's get started. So Richard, there are so many fun workshops that you can do in Dubai, right? Be it from something that you're actually making or creating or something that you're eating.
Yes.
Or taking home with you. I feel like there are a lot of different components that come into these workshops. You could be taking something just to experience whatever that workshop is, to learn something new, or to actually go behind the scenes and look at all of the details that go into that specific workshop and experience, right? Because it's all very detailed, it's very curated, it's very custom. And these could be everyday things that you use, like candles and soaps, pottery, mugs, things like that. And you don't realize the amount of effort that goes into all of it.
Yeah, effort and skill, right?
Yes.
You know, so you can learn about the skill, so you're learning it as well, and you also get to try it, right? And either, you know, maybe fail spectacularly, but it's still fun.
Or discover a hidden talent.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the start of a future career.
Yeah, exactly, or a hobby.
Maybe the start of a man's soap empire.
No. Soap making is something that I have enjoyed, but I don't think it's something that I can fully devote myself to.
Okay.
Just yet. I'm going to figure out what that is.
Yeah, I'm going to dedicate myself to making candles.
Oh, nice.
Richie's fried chicken smelling candles. That's it.
Would sell.
Yeah. Do you know they do KFC candles, actually? Yeah, I haven't smelt them. Maybe they smell horrific, but there you go.
Maybe you could make that your goal, to have the best smelling fried chicken candle.
I think that's it. That's a life goal right there.
But moving on from that, what's one workshop that you actually want to experience, or something that's got your interest?
Co Chocolat Cafe and Factory, right? It's in Warsan 3. This place looks absolutely fantastic. They've got a number of workshops that they do. You can also have a factory tour there as well, but they've got a number of workshops. And the first one that I'm going to mention is the Level 1 Fundamentals of Chocolate Making. This is a 2-hour workshop. It's every first and third Thursdays of the month, 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. It's 400 dirhams. Learn all those processes, but then actually do those processes yourself, right? So you get essentially, like, let's get to the nuts and bolts of it. You get to make your own chocolates, right?
So that's like melting, molding, shaping, designing any kind of flavor profiles that you have. You can do all of that and work on that firsthand.
Yes, and you get to take them home and eat them, which is, let's be honest, it's absolutely fantastic, right? So you've got that one, and the other one I would mention, Dine In and Build a Bar. Yes. Which comes in at the moment an introductory price of 200 dirhams for 2 people, I believe. Yes. Well, look, I looked at this and thought, this is really cool. I get to make my own bars of chocolate. I get to design the outer casing. I get to name them, blah, 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 and all the rest of it. Looks fantastic. I get to essentially eat my chocolate, which is just brilliant. And also you get a pastry and while you're waiting for your chocolate to set. So that's really cool. And while you're having that, I think it's a boutique cafe, so you can see the workings on of the factory in the background. But I'm rambling on. You've got first-hand experience, so
this is really fun. So I had gone twice, once with friends and once with my family. And essentially, you know, I did a different one. So I did the factory tour, which comes with the build your own chocolate experience. So I think they've launched this separately if you don't want to do the factory tour.
Oh, okay, cool.
So in that, you basically visit the factory. They teach you about the history of cacao, their farming practices. You get to try a lot of like different things, chocolate in all of its different forms.
Yeah.
You know, from raw to processed to their unique flavors as well. And then you get to actually make your own chocolate bars. So the way that it works is that you choose between plain, white, dark, and milk chocolate. And then you have an assortment of
Sorry,
toppings.
question. What did you pick?
One dark, one milk.
Oh, dark.
Yeah.
Okay. So was it? Did it give you the percentage?
It was 70%.
Oh, cool. That's quite strong, isn't it? Yikes. Okay.
So for my dark chocolate bar, I had put in some cayenne chili. I had put
Nice.
in sea salt and cranberries.
Ooh, I'm liking the sound of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I called that one Spiced Sunset.
What a fabulous name. That is a good name.
Yeah,
Genuinely. That wasn't me being patronising, by the way. That is genuinely a good name.
And then for the milk chocolate one, I had put in pumpkin seeds, almonds, sea salt again. I like sea salt.
No juice.
And raisins.
Nice.
That one was called Trail Mix.
Called
Trail Mix.
Trail Mix. Okay, that's not bad. I prefer the name of the first one, but still both pretty good. They both sound nice, actually.
And then after that, they let your chocolate set. And then it comes back to you and you choose the foil wrapping for your chocolate and then the actual box. And then you're supposed to add the labels of, when it was made, your name, the name of the chocolate, all of that sort of stuff, and when you should eat it by.
I love this.
Yes.
I'm going. That's it. I'm decided.
Yeah, and their cafe is really cute as well. They have really good coffee, desserts, and things like that. It's very cute. So I'd actually done this really fun workshop at Rise Bakehouse. So this one is located in Alcos. And essentially, you can actually decorate your own cake. So they give you a lunchbox sized cake, and you can pick your different flavors, vanilla, chocolate, and I think they had a caramel one as well when I had gone.
I'll take any of those.
Exactly. And then they give you 6 different colors of icing.
Yeah.
Okay, and then they give you a cake stand that rotates and a spatula. And then it's up to you how you want to ice your cake. Okay, and what kind of designs you want to make. And some people can get so creative and they're so artistic, they can actually create like proper works of art. I would
See, this
say,
is do you know what's gonna? If I went to this, I'd have someone next to me who would have this masterpiece, this epic masterpiece that should be in a museum, right? And mine would just have a smiley face on it.
yeah. There was somebody when I had gone that had done Van Gogh's Starry Night.
Oh wow!
And I was like, no.
Yeah. I'd be struggling just to do a star, let alone.
So I had just done like a pastel sky. I had used certain colors. That's it. My sister did this as well, and hers was funny because she initially just wanted it to be one color, and then she was like, maybe I should put like some decorations and then actually pipe some things.
Yeah.
And then it just became a mess.
Really?
Yeah.
Excellent. That's what would happen to me.
The best thing is, even if you mess up, it's still delicious. So you can still eat it.
Still tastes good.
Exactly.
Is there any kind of toppings and sprinkles or? Yeah.
Put like sprinkles or like M&Ms and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
What's the next workshop on your list?
We're heading back to our course, but this isn't food related. This is a place called Vertical Design. This is essentially a neon workshop, right? I've always had a thing for neon, right? I love neon. I love neon lights. And essentially what it is, you can make your own neon sign, right? So you go, it's an hour and a half long. It is 900 dirhams, which seems, obviously that's a fair amount of money, but you do get to keep your neon sign at the end of the workshop. So you have 20 minutes at the start of the workshop where they basically run you through the history of neon glass, the traditions of it, and the blowing techniques and all the rest of it. You then have an hour of practice where you can, weld it, try out things, mold your masterpiece, and then the last 10 minutes is kind of working out how your masterpiece is essentially going to work as a light, right? And then 3 days after the workshop, you can pick up your light. I would say you have to pay for the transformer because dependent on the size of it can need different levels of power, right? So you might have to pay extra there, but they say that they explain to you completely during the workshop how much it's going to cost and, so what sizes to keep it to, all that kind of stuff, right? So, and basically I just love the idea of making my own neon sign. How about you? What's your next pick?
So my next pick is a culmination of a lot of different things. So it's actually a workshop studio. So they call themselves Skill Lab, but instead of the K in skill, it's an X.
Nice.
So it's a workshop studio in Nadal Hummer, and they have workshops taking place almost every day. So
Okay.
you could go for anything from coffee making and latte art to actually tufting your own rug. Then you have making your own ceramics. There's carpentry as well if you want to make your own like end table, like a coffee table, for example.
Yeah.
If you want to make your own soaps, your own candles, your own perfume, they have a lot of stuff that you can do there.
Yikes.
Yep. They have a lot of like sewing related workshops as well. So like punch needles and like blanket knitting, all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And the prices range from anywhere from 150 dirhams to 600 plus.
Okay.
They offer private workshops as well. So if you're looking for something for like a party or team building and things like that, it's a really cool space. Most of the workshops that I've done have been organized by them, which is why I was able to go for so many different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is where I could go to make my fried chicken candles.
Yes, but I don't
No.
think they will have that scent.
I might have to bring the scent along with me.
Yeah, you'll have to do that.
Candle making sounds cool though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of those experiences were really fun, really well organized, you know. And I feel like if you're looking to experience any kind of workshop, that's one place that you can go to that has so many different things. Because essentially what ends up happening is that you have to go to different places for different kinds of workshops.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a one-stop shop for most items. So yeah, if you want to go for anything, I would recommend you check out this place. That would be my pick.
Did you have a personal favorite?
So I think tufting was one of my favorites.
Okay.
It was really fun. It is sadly quite expensive as a hobby as well.
Can you explain to me just briefly yeah,
Yeah.
please.
So essentially, you are given a gun and they weed yarn through it, all right? And then you actually have a canvas and you can choose whatever kind of design you want. And then you take said gun and you essentially just push
Gun?
a tufting gun.
A tufting gun.
A tufting
Yikes.
gun.
Yeah.
And then you use that gun to basically sew your design. So it punches the yarn through and you can make whatever shape you want. So it doesn't have to be, say, square. It could be round, it could be a hexagon, it could be anything that you want.
Yeah.
So tufting is like a shag carpet.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it is like.
Yeah.
Essentially what you do is that you create the tufted rug and then they paste it onto the middle.
That's great.
Yeah. Otherwise, I think the pizza making class I did with my family was super fun. One, it took a really long time. And two, we were just thinking we'd make one pizza or maybe we'd make one pizza for two people. We made 2 pizzas per person. So we left there with like 8 pizzas. And then we ended up eating pizza for like 3 days straight.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
So from that perspective, it was really good because you get to make the dough, then you get to wait for it to rise, and you get to make the sauce, and then you get to put the toppings together, and then you bake it. And then that just gives you perspective of, oh my God, it took me so long
Yeah.
to do this. You know, I should actually, you know, be a little kinder to people that enjoy cooking as like a form of therapy or something that they enjoy because it is a labor of love. It requires so much effort.
Oh, totally. I mean, I was watching, we watched MasterChef, right? And they recently had, it was a celebrity version, but they were high standard, right? And they were doing some like fine dining stuff. They gave them around where to make pizza, and they put in, and they had pizza ovens outside the studio, right? That they actually had to cook them in, and all that. And you'd be surprised how much they actually struggled with the pizzas, right? I mean, funnily enough, the Italian guy it was brilliant, which is not a huge surprise. But he did like a stuffed crust and everything. It was yeah. But it's not. But I think it's fun, but it's certainly not easy either. You know. But did yours taste good?
It did.
Excellent.
And that was a good learning experience just to be like, okay, well, now I have a pizza dough recipe and I have a pizza sauce recipe. If I ever want to try it at home, I can.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you know what? I was just thinking here. We're on a food thing here, right? So I haven't seen a burger workshop in Dubai. Someone needs to do a burger workshop where you've got like the minced beef, the onions, So you make your own patties, right?
So and then working at Five Guys?
Basically, yes, right? Yes, I want a Five Guys workshop. That's what I want. I want to make my own patty, and then, I mean, I have burgers plain anyway, so it'd be really boring for anyone else, but for me, it'd be kind of nice.
Like you said, I think a burger making workshop is something someone should work on. It'd be fun.
Yes, please do. You've got one person.
Two.
Two. There we go. See?
All of the workshops in Dubai, the ones that we've mentioned, a few others that we also haven't mentioned. So, if you have other interests, if you want to know more about the workshops in Dubai, definitely take a look at that post. So that's Bayut.com/mybayut. Just type workshops into the search bar and you'll have it. And we'll catch you in the next one.
Cheers, guys.
You're listening to the Water Cooler Edit with Rich and Eman.